it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are going to break the interwebs for a little bit today. We're going to have my face on the video for a couple of minutes. We'll try not to have me here for too long because honestly I don't like being in the videos because you're not here to see me. You're here to see cool models. So I will make this as brief as possible. It's just that I've got 3 models that we're doing a comparison here, and I want to show you the comparative boxes as well. And I need to have the camera angle obviously a bit wider, so I have to be in it. So anyway, we'll quickly get this over and done with. So what we are doing today, I finally got my hands on a Hobby Master one, as you can see there. Hopefully you saw the video that I've just released as well before this. We've got the WLTK up here, and we've got the Torribo one here. You would have seen those videos, hopefully. I've done them a couple of years ago, I think this one, and a year ago, that one. We're going to check them out. So obviously this is the 2 cheaper ones. This is the box that the WLTK comes in. It's just like that. It is very flimsy, not much, not much chop really. Compared to the Hobby Master one, it's a nice solid usual Hobby Master box. And then you've got this one from Torribo, and the box is absolutely large, like huge compared to the other ones, and it's really solid and not too bad either. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you the boxes. So what we'll do is we will check out the models and compare them as well. All right, let's get rid of this. Alrighty, we are back under normal viewing conditions. My face, where it should be behind the camera, of course. Now we have the Hobby Master one dead center, and the 2 cheaper ones flanking it on either side. Obviously that is the WLTK one, and that is the Torribo one. Now straight away you'll notice the canopy on this one does not open, whereas the Torribo one does, the same as the Hobby Master one. All engine exhausts in all 3 of them are completely different, so I don't know who is exactly right. I'm letting the video do all the talking. I am not going to be judging any really specific inaccuracies or whether they're using the wrong sort of parts on these particular aircraft, or there's the wrong pylon for this particular missile, or this is not right, and all that kind of shit. I will let you judge that for yourself, because everybody's want from a model is completely different. So I'm purely having this as a comparison, so you can all judge this for yourself, and I'll just try and point out differences that I can sort of notice, being an average Joe collector. I'm not an expert. Now, the thing with this one, the engine exhausts are removable, so they are held on by magnets, so that is an extra feature on this one. Also, these move. So you do have that extra feature as well, which is an actual bonus, something which the Hobby Master, the more expensive one, does not have. Now, speaking of prices, these 2 are generally sort of around the $60 to $100 mark in Australia, or sometimes slightly over $100. Whereas the Hobby Master one is generally closer to the $300 mark, usually around 280 Australian dollars. So there is quite a difference in price. So that said, you've got to work out if you think this is 2 to 3 times as good as that or that, then it's worth sort of getting for you. Or if you're after a particular livery, of course, then you'll definitely have to fork out for a Hobby Master if you want, especially this particular Rogue Nation one. But in my honest opinion, I mean, the Hobby Master is fantastic. It is a really nice build, presents well, solid, good quality, easy to fit, all the bits and pieces do it. There's no real drama. The Torribo one, I'm pretty much, in my own opinion, it's pretty much on par. It's really close to being just as good. And you've got the little extra bits and pieces that move, and the magnet stuff, and I reckon and the price, you could get 2 of these pretty much for one of the Hobby Master ones. The WLTK one is definitely has a cheaper feel about it, and a cheaper build difference between the other 2 here. But I reckon the quality of the Torribo one, absolutely brilliant. You even get instructions with this one. And the setups are pretty much all identical. Now, there is a slight height difference between each of them. So the Hobby Master one is the lowest to the deck, and then you've got the WLTK one, which is a couple of mils higher, and then the Torribo one here is just 1 or 2 mil higher again. So that is the highest. Then you've got the Torribo one, and then the Hobby Master one is lowest to the deck. And speaking of deck, we'll flip these over and check out the undergear and the weapons bay and everything like that. Alright, now as you can see, the Hobby Master one and the Torribo one are pretty much the identical loadout as weapon-wise, whereas the WLTK one is a little bit of a different loadout. Now what we'll do is we will lift this up so we can actually have a good look. Now you'll see the the missiles, of course, here. We'll have a look at the WLTK one. Now you'll see it is a lot cheaper looking, the missiles. They're all one colour, these ones, and they do look a lot cheaper when you're looking at the Hobbymaster one. You can see that they are a lot nicer looking. Their colours are a lot nicer. The details inside the weapons bay is really nice. It's not too bad with the cheaper one either. The wheels, like the landing gear, the whole setup is very much the same. It's really, really close. We'll put this one down. We'll swap over to the Torribo one, and you can see now the weapons are just as good as the Hobbymaster one. You could probably interchange them, I reckon. You could probably interchange them all. They are so close in the build. Yep, like all the parts look very much identical. So I reckon you could probably swap them out with like all of them. They'll be very easy to swap out with each other. And one other thing, these are the stands you get. So that's the Hobbymaster one. That's the one we had real big trouble with, that weird shape on the top there. Now you'll see that is the Torribo one, which is pretty much an identical one, but that's got a round, that actually fits properly and looks a lot nicer. So they are very similar in their design. Obviously the Torribo one is a lot taller, so that is the stand that does go with that one. And then of course with the WLTK one, you got this little sort of a stand compared to, it does look very Hobbymaster-ish with the base, but it only slots in by that little piece there. Because that is quite light, so it's not going to make a big difference, but they are the stands that go with it. Talking about lightness, what we'll do is we'll bring in the scales and weigh these and see what we're going to get with the weight. All right, so we'll chuck the Hobbymaster one on the scales. I know we did it in the other video recently, so you'd probably maybe remember, but we'll just get the baseline. So your Hobbymaster, I think it was 562 last time when I went near it to put on weight, but it's lost that 1 gram. So 561 grams is the Hobbymaster one, and that is the benchmark aircraft weight. So we'll put it behind. We'll come in and weigh the WLTK one. All right, let us put this on the scales, and that is 349 grams. So that is considerably lighter. As I have mentioned, it does feel light, so that is very light. So we'll move this one here. We'll bring in the Torribo one, of course. Now, this one, I say, is very on par with the quality of the HM. So, and there you have it, 552 grams. Wow. So it is a really solid model. It looks excellent. So I am really pleased with the Torribo one. That is for sure. We'll move the scales out of the way. So, and another thing with this one, the wheels actually move, whereas the Hobbymaster one doesn't. The nose wheel does not move though. But yeah, the main landing gear, that does move. So, very impressed with the Torribo one, especially with all the little extra features. Even had instructions, and yeah, definitely is very nice. The only thing is the pilot figure that's in there, as you can see, is permanently in there. So you've always got a pilot figure, but even the pilot figure actually looks better than the one you get from Hobbymaster, which was all, I think, green with a black helmet. This has got a lot of nice detail on there, a few extra colors, which is pretty cool. So yeah, as I say, it's going to come down to money, livery preference, and what kind of quality you are wanting from your model, of course. So I do think these all look nice. They all present really well. But it is going to, of course, come down to your own preference and, yeah, what you want to take out of a model. So if I was going to rate them, the WLTK is the last of the, is the bottom of the three. I really can't really judge against either of these because they are very, very similar, and I reckon they both are good value. Like this, the Torribo one, great value for what you're paying for it. You are getting pretty much Hobbymaster quality for half the price, if not more. So, and you're getting extra features as you saw earlier. It's crazy how good this is for what you're paying. And of course, these two readily available on sites like AliExpress and stuff like that. But yeah, I reckon, well, this is our first proper comparison video. Hopefully you enjoyed the way I did it. I'm not sure. I know people have been asking for comparison videos for quite a while, and I thought, well, this is a good aircraft to do our first one on. And hopefully I've shown what you wanted to know, sort of. Feel free to drop in the comments if there's any other sort of information that you'd rather see in these comparison videos too, because I will be obviously doing others, as there are plenty of manufacturers that make the same sort of aircraft, and obviously they do vary a lot in price and quality, of course. But I will, there's no photos, there won't be photos. This is just a straight up video. So when I say see you later, you might as well watch something else, because there's not going to be anything following it. But what I do want to say is you won't be disappointed with any of these. This still holds up okay. It is a very good, look, if I was going to start doing Code 3 aircraft, this would be a great one to dig around with, because it is quite cheap. Even the Torribo one is a pretty good one, because it's pretty cheap as well, and you get all the extra details. But yeah, I am pretty happy with the three of them. But yeah, as I said, these two, nearly inseparable. I reckon they are both great quality. And you do feel like you're getting a really good model with the weight of this whole aircraft from the Torribo one. Good job by Torribo, of course. And we'll give a participation award to the WLTK one. They tried. And of course, the Hobbymaster one is great, but you got to pay a lot for that greatness. All right, I have waffled on way too much. I will wind up the video now. So, of course, as I say, if you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget some of those my way, the usual deal. Don't forget, though, you want to say something, drop them in the comments, and feel free to give me your opinion on what you saw and what you think between the three. I'm always happy to hear from other people. And of course, if you haven't seen the Hobbymaster review or any of these reviews, because all three of these have their own review, their own in-depth review, so feel free to check this one out. This is pretty recent, and go back in the back catalogue to check these out if you have yet to see them. All right, everyone, I will thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, though, feel like clicking that button for the subscribe. Do it. That'll be great. All right, everyone, I will shut the hell up now. Once again, I'll apologise for traumatising you with my face at the start of the video. Hopefully, it was worth it. All right, you all have an awesome sauce rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.